I'm gonna clap.
Hello,
Every time with the fingers.
buddy.
Every time.
Welcome back to part 2 of the cartoon tier list. Excited. Yeah, it's a little get you tickly in your eardrums. We left off.
Let us know if we should start some ASMR content.
Nope. What nostalgia? Sweet
I'll do
nostalgia
it for you guys.
ASMR. We just
I'll
start.
do it for you guys.
We get like the
I have a
TV
Yeti.
static of a CRT.
I got a Yeti in the back pocket.
All right. We left off at We Bare Bears. This is a newer one. I'm
Cooked humor.
huh?
Cooked humor.
I'm saying B or to A.
Really?
I really enjoy We Bare Bears. It's cooked.
I do.
They have the
I
baby
do
bear episodes, and then they made it into its
Yeah.
own cartoon, and it's cute.
Yeah, dude. The baby
It's
bear
fun.
episodes are wild, though, dude.
They're cooked.
I like
they say stupid
B.
shit.
I like B because it's kind of all over the place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I know a lot of cartoons don't really have a storyline. I do like cartoons that do have storylines, and this one doesn't.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
there's
kind
not
of
much
B for me.
continuity to episodes. Just
Yeah.
watch like going on a journey with
they
them.
do, they do,
Like,
but
yeah,
they only
little
do it
things.
every few episodes.
Yeah,
you
if
know
they
what
go
I
through
mean?
like a life-changing event, you know what I mean? Like if one of them,
Let us know in the comments if we're wrong about that. I haven't seen the show in years.
if like one of
so-
them, gets terminal cabbage, and then they keep that with the they keep that with the continuity. But other than that,
the terminal cabbage is wild. Yeah,
you
no,
say-
I
you
like
say
I like
B?
B. I like B.
all right, I'll accept B. Courage.
S.
S.
Not even close.
No
Probably-
argument.
Probably above all of these other cartoons. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It's a bona fide hood classic. You have amazing episodes. It was cool. Sometimes actually kind of scary as a kid.
Scary.
Return the Slab?
Genuinely scary. Yeah. Return the Slab still haunts me.
Yeah, that animation
Every
of it
time
was
you
terrible.
Every time you or Garrett is just like, return the slab. I'm like,
Yeah, dude, it's a terrifying.
like
I and there was like cool episodes. That's honestly a lot of that shit's probably like why I got into like the spooky weird shit that I'm into,
Yeah.
like the darker stuff, because like I loved
Yeah.
Courage.
I didn't watch Courage a whole lot growing up because I was a huge wuss, and that's a wuss with a W for TikTok. Yeah, I was a huge wuss. I mean, and I still don't really mess with like scary
Spooky
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
for a kid's cartoon, it was
Courage was
scary.
it was genuinely a little spooky, dude. And I
Yep.
was just like, I can't watch this.
But
I do enjoy it. Now I said at the grand scheme of things and the scope of a childhood, blah 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 blah. I like Courage the Cowardly Dog, man.
Courage,
I can't put it
great.
lower than S.
No, you
I
can't.
love Courage the Cowardly
Like
Dog.
the intro was great. Abandoned as a
Oh.
puppy, founded by Mario. No, hold on. I got it.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad. I just made
Whoa,
him sound
what
like
was it?
Mr. T.
Abandoned as a puppy, founded by Muriel and her husband, Eustace Banks.
Abandoned as a puppy.
Dude, it's too good. Too good.
It's a great show, man.
All right. Captain Planet, A tier.
Are you sure about that?
I had a wonderful time watching it. I thought it was cool. I support recycling and keeping the planet nice and pretty and shit. And you had a cool badass
You
guy.
heard it here first. Ryan supports geopolitical propaganda.
What was his name? Bill.
That's
Bill
all
Maher? Or what is it? Bill Maher? Whoever.
Bill Maher.
Not Bill.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. No, who was it?
Bill-
Al Gore.
who do you
Al
talking
Gore.
about?
Al Gore had it
I
right.
thought you were talking about Bill Maher, and I was like, what, the liberal? I
No.
don't know what you're trying to talk about.
Fuck them liberals.
No, so Captain Planet, I mean, I've seen the show, but I've only ever seen the show at school. So
I loved Captain Planet.
I didn't really get into it. I didn't like it a whole lot.
I had a
But
great.
again,
I don't know,
as a
I had
kid,
great time.
as a kid, I didn't really like superhero stuff like that. So
There's a
I
hero.
never
They all
really
had
got into
rings.
Captain.
They all they were elemental.
Captain Planet, and one of them was Heart.
Yeah, she had a heart.
Stupid. He,
What was it?
the little Asian boy or little Indian boy.
All right. Well, I
His
say A.
name is Raj or something.
I
like
say
that.
A. What are you thinking?
I'll put it at a B, bro.
B.
It's educational. At
That's
the end of the
what's
day,
cool
it's an
about it.
educational. It's an educational TV show. You're gonna put it in the same bracket as Scooby Doo and Camp Laszlo?
Yeah, because it
There's
taught
no
kids how
way.
to fucking recycle and take care of the planet, take
No,
care of
it
animals.
did not. No, it
Yes,
did
it
not.
did.
It taught kids how to make fun of those kids.
Fuck you. Get fucked.
Oh,
I
man.
say in my brain, in my heart, it's A. 100%. Billy and
Whatever,
Mandy,
dude.
S tier. S.
Yeah.
Every day of the week. Once
Yeah,
again,
I love Billy.
one
and
of
Mandy.
those like cartoons that got
Whack
me into
Gibson
the
hit with a turkey leg.
got me into like the spooky shit. Billy, voiced by what's his
What do
name?
you want from me, father? I want you dead.
Dude, there's so many funny
Yeah, dude.
fucking bits from Billy. You know, it was spooky. Like I said, Courage and Billy and Mandy definitely is what drove me into getting into
this was also
emo
the
shit.
time where like a little more of the grungy cartoons were cooler.
Dude. And then I don't remember his name. What's his name that voiced Billy? I'm gonna look it up real quick. The guy that
You looked it up last time we were talking about it too.
but he also voiced Invader Zim. And he voiced
That's right.
Richard Steven Horvitz. Yeah, Horvitz, Richard Horvitz. He also voiced Zim, and he voiced Prox from Destroy All
Yeah, yeah,
Humans.
yeah.
Great voice actor, amazing voice actor. So many funny things, and also what's her name that voiced Mandy? She's done a lot of shit. She voiced Zuko's sister in Avatar.
She did Buttercup from Powerpuff
Yep.
Girls as well.
Amazing, dude.
Billy and Mandy, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I love Pandora in that too. She was always
Oh, yeah.
freaking hot, dude.
Super
Pandora was hot.
Oh no, Uncle Urkel or whatever the his name. Like, who's
Yeah.
when you gonna leave?
Uncle Nurgle, when you gonna leave?
All that shit. Dude, the
Yeah,
spider
dude.
episode. There's one episode that gave me my like first existential crisis. 100%. I'm not gonna get into it because
Yeah.
it's just gonna give me another one. But
Yeah.
that show did give me an existential crisis. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they have those though, especially when you have something like
and
the
that
Grim
kinda-
Reaper
yeah.
as one of the main characters.
What was this show? I don't remember. I don't even remember what it's called. Mucha Lucha.
Lucha Lucha.
What I think was like a CB.
It was like a C. The only thing that I remember, and we talked about this a little bit ago when we found it.
I enjoyed this show, and I did watch it. I do remember watching quite a bit of it, but it wasn't like something I would write home about. I was watching it, I was watching it, enjoying it, but I was waiting for something else to come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say, so.
Yeah, I never really went out of my way to watch it either. But if it was on, I did watch it, but I don't really remember much about it.
Oh, Grant, we have nothing in D, by the way.
Cartoons are cartoons, but I'm not going to say that I haven't fought for something to be put in D, but
If I were to put anything else in this list currently into D, it would be Code Lyoko, Teen Titans Go, or Mucha Lucha.
I'm down for all three. I haven't really, like I said about Code Lyoko, I remember Code Lyoko belongs in at least C.
I would put it in C.
I love the
I was like,
theme song. I
I
love
think
the
I'm gonna
theme song.
re-put that into C.
But Teen Titans Go is dog shit, man. It's just not good.
It's fucking
It-
okay, we'll put it D.
Yeah, but to be fair, if that's one of the standards, a lot of these, not all of
Yeah.
them, but a lot of
You're
these have
right.
cooked humor.
You're right. We'll put it at D. Amazing World of Gumball. S.
Gumball, I don't think.
love Gumball.
I don't think S.
If
I
it's
think
not going
A.
S, A. I'll take A.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with A because Cece still watches this show.
I love
Cece still
Gumball.
watches this show, and this show is so funny, dude.
It's fucking
But again,
hilarious.
it's all over the place, man. It's sometimes it's hard to fucking keep up with all the bits they have going at the same time.
It's so cooked. It's so
Yeah,
cooked. I
it's
love
such a
every
cooked
minute of it.
But like at the same time, it's a bunch of anthropomorphic things, and I'm like,
Yeah, that is Anthropomorphic, the TV show, 100%.
yeah. Well, that and Chowder.
But
I'm going A for you. I would put it at a B myself. But A is a good spot for it.
A. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, S tier.
S tier, dude. Oh, dude, I love Foster's Home. Dude, this is just making me want to watch Cartoon Network, man.
Cartoon. I think we're fine.
I
Like Cartoon
miss
Network. I
some
think
of
we
these
talked about it
cartoons.
in the cartoons episode
We
of
did.
the podcast. Cartoon
Well,
Network
Cartoon
definitely
Network
has
kids.
the best cartoons. For
It's
sure.
got a hold of us right by the groin.
Granted,
man.
it's in the title. You know what I mean? It's cartoons.
It's Cartoon Network, man. If you don't do cartoons right, what are you?
But yeah, Foster's Home, man. All the characters are great. You know, it was what we wanted as kids for our imaginary friends to be real. You know what I mean? To actually be able to tangibly play.
Did
with
you
them.
have an imaginary friend when you were a kid?
I didn't. I had a very strong imagination, but I don't think I had like, oh, this is Timmy. You know what I mean?
I
Kind of
would
thing.
like so. I've always said if because Braden asked me if I had an imaginary friend a long time ago,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'd like to imagine that I did.
Yeah. I had a very strong imagination where whenever I would play pretend, I could really imagine like the person being there kind of thing, but I never had like a friend. I wasn't that much of a fucking dork. You know what I mean? Imaginary friends. I mean, you had Blue was great. He was cooked. He was fun. All the other guys were great. And that was the thing. In Cheese, best character ever.
Dude.
Love Cheese.
I like chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. But like too, all the characters, like it was great because they're all different. They're very
The game
unique
was fun, too.
characters. You know, they looked different. They had their own personalities and shit. They did their own thing. I loved Imaginary Friends, Foster's Home.
The game
dude.
was really fun as well.
Oh,
I
like the
the
Cartoon
game.
Network, the online stuff, like the web browser games and shit.
When you could go to, and I did this as a kid too. You can go to CartoonNetwork.com and play a lot of like those specific cartoon games. And the Foster's Home game was really fun.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed that one.
Moving on to Johnny Test.
I love Johnny Test, man.
I would say B, maybe A. You know what I mean?
I like A because like I mean
it wasn't
fun
like time.
it wasn't nearly it was fun, but it wasn't nearly as fun as like watching a lot of these funnier ones. I know. Hold on.
I don't remember it being super funny. I just remember it being like just a good time. I would argue for me B or C, maybe A. Maybe, if you can put up a good argument for it. But I remember Johnny Test being...
You've got mail.
Like, the intro was super cool. It was a fun time because he always went on these, like, pretty cool adventures and shit like that. I don't know if I would necessarily put it as, like, a top-tier cartoon.
I thought I knew the band that did the theme song for Johnny Test, but I don't. Apparently people think Green Day did it, but that's definitely not right. I mean, I love Johnny Test. I like it at A. I'll settle for B. B's fine.
I just, like I said,
because
I don't
it's like,
remember it being...
It's not nearly as funny.
It wasn't
as
that
like the rest
like
of
it was.
these
It was like
shows.
it was funny, and I mean, and obviously, like comedy's objective was subjective. You know,
But it's our tier list, and if we didn't find it funny,
Yeah.
then it wasn't funny.
it was one of those things of like it was fun. It was cool. It was a good time. But I do remember it went through a animation redoing, and it sucked. It was the same thing. Whenever like the animation it changed. It was the same thing with Jake Long, American Dragon Jake Long. It went through an animation change through one season, and it looked like dog shit after they did that.
I wouldn't know. I know my boys, Ezra and Braden, they watched a lot of that. I think they still watch it every now and again, but no, I don't remember that at all.
Total Drama Island.
I love Total Drama Island too, dude.
I say A. It was great.
I like
good
it.
Time.
Yeah, because it was very like specific. It had a very specific audience.
It was like it was cooked. It had some cool stuff. It was funny. Like,
I remember one bit they were assigned to go capture a specific animal for one of their challenges, and one of the like preppier chicks got to capture a bear. She's like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna need a freaking zebra carcass, and that killed me as a child. Just saying you need a zebra carcass, it just destroyed. I laughed at that for hours, and it still sits in my head to this day.
It was one of those cartoons where it was a TV drama show for kids. You know what I mean, in a cartoon fashion. So they do a lot of obscure, weird stuff. You had that emo girl in there. She was hot as hell.
Literally think of like Survivor, but like dramatic. And well, Survivor is dramatic, but
for kids,
more dramatic and for kids. Yeah. Animated, but it was a super fun show. I loved that show.
Yeah, for me,
they're still doing it. You know that they're still doing that show
it and stuff like that and everything. I do know that they keep bringing it back. Like it was.
They made it an Unreal 5.
That would be crazy.
That would be wild.
I don't know why people don't make cartoons in Unreal Engine. You know what I mean?
Oh, because game engines are different than animation processes.
But you could make like, because the thing is, you could 100% just make an entire
game engines determine.
It's just one giant cutscene. It's a fucking MGS
game engines determine a lot of things, not just animation processes. Right, so having a game engine do your animation process, albeit it would look pretty good.
It would look fucking ridiculous.
You're going to be wasting a lot of what a game engine does.
But I'm not here to make a game. I'm using it. It's a tool to make something,
Yeah, but Unreal Engine's free, so you just have to pay a royalty. Yeah, that's how they did Unreal Engine 5. If you didn't know, it's free to use, but once you start making money off of what you have to pay royalties to them. And
I'll take it.
2 Epic games actually.
Oh, to Epic as well.
Epic makes Unreal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Teen Titans, the original one. S.
Not a better teen drama
Dude,
superhero
Teen
thing.
Titans, because like one you had.
I dare to say it might be better than Batman Beyond. For me personally, I love the character growth in that show. I love the portrayal of all the characters. It's just a great show for me.
What would you want to move Batman Beyond to A?
No, I like Batman Beyond an S.
Okay.
I think Teen Titans is better.
Oh, okay. No, Teen Titans, man, it was badass. It was cool. And you had those real dramatic moments, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. When during the Quake arc.
Yeah.
With or that's not her name. I don't remember her name.
Tara.
It's been a long time since
Tara. Yeah.
Tara, something like that. But her arc with Beast Boy was crazy, man.
You just had that
it was
betrayal and everything, and
Yeah,
then you had all the stuff with Robin and like just going insane because like
Robin and Deathstroke.
he thought that Carter Slade was still there, and like it was like in his head and shit. And then,
Isn't that Deathstroke?
Yeah,
or am I thinking that wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and but he calls him Slade. I don't think they ever call him Deathstroke in that show.
Yeah. Well, it's Slade Wilson.
Yeah.
It's not Carter Slade.
Well, I'd like
it's
to say
Slade
Carter
Wilson.
Slade. Fucking
I have no
Slade
idea.
Wilson.
Carter Slade.
It's fucking.
Isn't that Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I was talking about the Ghost Rider PS2 game
Yeah.
earlier, so that's probably why I said it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
With
That's
Slade
funny.
going on, and you had the fucking Red X. Red X was cool, man. I thought
Red
he
X was
so
wild.
sick.
Oh, what Red X was? Whoa, I loved Red
I
X.
thought he was
dude.
such a cool fucking character, man.
Yeah, man.
And then you had Raven. Raven was awesome. Everything with her and her
Didn't
dad.
he? They might have cut the show off before this, but didn't he become Robin become Nightwing by the end of the show?
There was some parts where he was Nightwing. There was like an episode or two where Starfire like goes into the future or something like that, and
he's Nightwing.
Yeah, he's
That's right.
Nightwing.
I do remember that now. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just insane, man. You had
It
so
was a
many
great
arcs
show.
of each character. Each character had their time to be their
And
character.
good arcs too, dude. Raven's arc, I still
Oh,
love Raven's
Yeah,
arc.
everything
dude.
with her and
Oh,
her
it was so
dad,
good.
man. And Raven,
Yeah, man.
super
Yeah, I
goon
love
in time.
Teen Titans. Ew.
But yeah, Teen Titans is great.
I love Teen Titans.
All right,
Teen
Hanna
Titans is
Barbera's Flintstones.
awesome. Not a big fan.
I would say C or D. It was cartoon. It's a classic.
It was a time. It's
a classic. And the intro's great.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Jetsons goes in the same place for me as well.
Oh, you just want to skip and put Jensen wherever we put that? So that's on the list.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, D. I'm not a big fan of the animations. I'm not a big fan. I don't think because a lot of the humor with those old cartoons like the Jetsons, the Flintstones, Tom and Jerry is a lot of like Schadenfreude. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
just
Well, I
falling
I
and
have-
hurting yourself and punching things and getting hit with giant hammers and shit.
I
It's
would. So I would put Flintstone. I'm okay with putting Flintstones with D. I would almost put the Jetsons at C, maybe because it was just like a good time. It is a classic. If you brought up Tom and Jerry, so I'll bring Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is definitely a B or an A.
Yeah, I didn't know you had Tom and Jerry on here actually, but
Yeah, you said Tom. And Jerry.
I didn't. Did I?
Yeah, you said Tom.
No,
and
I
Jerry.
knew I said it, but I didn't know you had it on.
Oh
here.
no. I
Or maybe I forgot.
It's
I
a
don't
B,
remember, but
or maybe a C, or maybe even an A. I love Tom and Jerry. I thought it was a great time. I love the back and forth. That whole cat and mouse thing.
I mean, I get the premise of the show, but it's the same thing every episode. You know, mouse always wins. Cat gets his ass beat constantly.
There's a whole thing.
I mean-
there's a whole theory that like it was like something about, I think like they were going to hire an exterminator if Tom's the cat, right? Yeah, if Tom didn't get the mouse or something like that. So Tom actually just kept chasing him and like making it seem like he got him and killed him, so that way they didn't have an exterminator come, so they're actually secretly friends the whole time, loved each other, had like a whole little friendship kind of thing. And they just did that so that way there was an exterminator that came and killed them.
Well, the problem with that theory, right, is the movie came out.
Yeah, I mean that fixes it, but I didn't watch the movie. What that animated live action movie kind of thing? I didn't watch
It wasn't live action. This was a long time. It was an animated movie, but they went. I think it was like they were on a pirate ship at some point. I don't really remember the movie a whole lot, but it's hard to say what's canon in a cartoon.
Yeah.
So,
but I like if you're because you're kind of putting that in the D. I would take
for
C
me
or
D.
B.
I'm okay with C. I'm all right with C.
Okay, we'll take C. Ed, Ed and Eddie.
S.
Yep.
S.
S. Just a good time.
And
Boys being
here's
boys.
why.
Cooked
Here's
as
why.
shit.
Because of Ed.
Oh yeah, Ed, eat your vegetables.
Butter toast.
Butter toast.
But not only that, it's genuinely the story of what living life as a boy is.
Oh yeah,
genuinely. It is like everything Ed and Eddie does. I mean, without the extremes and all of that crazy stuff, but living life as a young man is what Ed, and Eddie
because
is.
like minus some other things, out of the three boys, Ed, or Eddie, that's just true. Because like growing up in your friend group, you always have one that's this, that's a schemy little bastard that's always trying to do something.
Which is Ed.
And then you have that nerdy.
No, that's Eddie.
Yeah, you have that nerd that's kind of scared to do some shit, but it's a good time.
The dork with the sock hat, that's Double D.
And then you just have that fucking retarded ass friend, you know what I mean?
Just the absolute glue sniffer, bro.
But you guys work together.
Ed.
Comedy works in threes. And it was the best time, man. And that's how.
Wait, does that mean we're not funny?
Huh?
Does that mean we're not funny?
No, we're funny. We're definitely a good funny time. It's just, you have dynamics. You know
Comedy
what I mean?
works in threes, and I'm two of them.
yeah. There you go. You just you make up for two. But yeah, so Ed and Eddie was a great time, man.
Self-deprecating humor, bro. I love it so much. It gets me every time, bro. Oh yeah, no, Ed and Eddie. I love Ed and Eddie. Like even like
I
the
thought
minor
it was a stupid
characters.
joke for a second. It's dumb now because it's too late, and I don't know if it would have worked. But you know how you say, "Oh, get your funny up before you," or "Get your money up before you get your funny up," or whatever the fuck that you're saying. Well, what the fuck? I actually just now lost it. Fuck me. Damn it. I hate that. I just had the
All right,
joke.
cut this out.
And I lost
cut this out.
Damn it.
No, but Ed and Eddie, I love Ed and Eddie. Even the side characters, all of the side characters were funny in their own
Ralph.
way. Ed boy.
Yeah. Ed boy.
Filthy Ed boy.
Dude, Ralph was so good.
Oh, dude, they were so. It's such a good show, man.
All right, we're jumping into My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Not a lot of people watch this one.
I am among those. I never watched My Gym Partner's
Gym Partner's a Monkey.
It's basically my worst nightmare.
It was a good time. It was monkey time.
It's like genuinely, it's like one human boy in a school that's full of anthropomorphic animals that talk. Nah, dude.
It was a good time because you got a monkey, and anytime monkey comes,
you
time.
You get Ryan hooked on that monkey stuff.
I got,
you put a monkey on
anything
anything
right there in the background, man.
My man's just monkeying around.
I'm monkeying around every 24/7. Monkey is a lifestyle, man.
Yeah, monkey's a state of being.
It's a state.
It's not even a choice.
It's a state of
you are the monkey, dude.
I am the monk.
What a wonderful day!
What a wonderful day indeed. For Caesar, ape together, strong together. But I would say C, B. It wasn't great, but it was definitely a funny time as a kid.
I'll defer to you, bud. I've never seen My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
We'll go middle. We'll go C because it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It wasn't no D area, but it was definitely like a weird time. A lot of butt cheeks. A lot of monkey butt.
That's a lot you'll find on those weird anthropomorphic
a lot
ones.
of monkey
because they can get away with showing animal ass, so they really pull that stuff.
A lot of
like
monkey
a
ass.
lot. Yeah, dude. With like anthropomorphic shows like that, you're gonna see a lot of butt cheeks.
Oh yeah. Now this one was deep for me. Love it. Big thing in my childhood. Baby Looney Tunes. For me, S tier. S tier cartoon.
I'm the exact opposite.
Man.
I think it's D.
No, Looney Tunes, whatever. Baby Looney Tunes. I don't know what it is, but as a child, and even right now, I would watch the shit out of this show right now. I don't know what it was, but it hit. It clicked. It did everything that I wanted it to do. I don't know what about it, but Baby Looney Tunes, the intro was great. The animation was smooth. They had good fun times. S tier. S 100%.
The things you just said are a lot of these shows, though.
But it just clicked for me, man. I don't know what it was. It just hit.
Smooth animations, that's a lot of them.
No, some of the animations of these are kind of choppy and kind of shit. So
I understand. I do. But I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it's a D tier. I mean, I already spoke my piece about Looney Tunes, and I judge Baby Looney Tunes exactly the same way I judge Looney Tunes.
You can't argue. You can't judge it the same as Looney Tunes. It's a much different time.
But I am.
It's a whole different beast.
I'm fully in this moment right now, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, am judging them the exact same way, and I think they're both D tier.
Your brain's fucking stupid, because that's a fucking great show, dude. It's an amazing show. I don't think I disagree with anything that you have said up to this point. I don't think I vehemently disagree with more. No, I think where I will go is A, maybe B, because B is like right in the middle.
I'll take as low as I can get. I'll be real with you. I'll take as low as I can get.
But I don't think I would feel good putting it lower than a B.
Okay, great. I don't feel good putting it above a D.
I don't know how I feel about doing this show anymore.
We're putting it if Baby Looney Tunes, is what's
Baby
breaking
Looney
us
Tunes
up
might
right
be what
now,
ends
dude.
us.
This was never meant to be, Ryan.
Baby Looney Tunes.
What do you want?
Baby Looney Tunes might be what ends the show. It ends everything.
I don't. I mean, call it the anthropomorphic thing. Call it what you will. I don't think it's that good. I never had fun watching it. You know. I mean, if it's on, it's on. I'll probably be scrolling my phone or doing something else because I'm not watching that.
Yeah. No. B. I don't even know why. I just had a realization near like the end of this list is why I even put never seen, because I'm the one that curated this, and you know, we're just kind of getting to that point. Don't know why I never seen.
Yeah,
you're the
one who.
We got to get somebody else to curate these.
I am the only one who has not seen
some
a couple of these.
Yep. All right, we'll just move on. Dexter's Laboratory. A.
Never seen it. I'm just.
I was about to say, fucking.
That would
crazy.
be wild. Oh, that would be crazy.
No,
I love. Yeah,
A to S.
A to S. A to S,
I think
man.
A.
I love Dexter's Laboratory.
I'd say A, because like there's some stuff.
I mean, if we're looking at S tier, I don't think Dexter matches up with that. You know what I mean? It's a real energy there on S tier.
The mom was S tier. I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
You ever see that episode where she's by the pool?
We talked about it last night.
Yeah,
we talked about it last night, bro.
Her mom was S tier.
Some of these cartoon moms really got it going on,
dude.
Man.
Ugh.
Just like Stacy's mom.
Man, but yeah, it was like A, because like I would say everything that's in S was just something that was rather like just genre defining, but also like it changed us as people. You know what I mean? Because like I'll say for me, Courage and Billy and Mandy, it's what got me into like a lot of that darker kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's where I kind of put it there.
Dexter got us into moms.
Yeah. Dexter's Laboratory got me into older women. You know what I mean?
Dude, speaking of moms, actually Donnie Test's mom, kind of hot too.
She wasn't bad. The grandma and Baby Looney Tunes?
She was a businesswoman though. What'd you say?
Nothing. Cut it out.
Wait, no, what'd you say? Don't you goddamn cut it out. Say it again.
I said the grandma and Baby Looney Tunes.
Oh, dude. And this is why I hate those shows, bro.
No. Jinx in Pokemon.
Oh my god,
those
dude.
Big old fucking DSLs that she had.
Oh my god, dude.
All right,
moving. That girl's all tongue, brother.
But the nurse in Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
Dude, and the cop?
Or even the officer.
Yeah, I was about to say the cop. Yeah, all right. Ben 10. A to S for sure.
I like B-Ray myself.
I'll take A because you said it, and I said that, but it was a great show.
Yeah, that's fine. That's super fine. It's a superhero thing for me, man. But
as
a kid, I wasn't really into it.
It was cool.
It was different. It was different. I will say Ben 10 villain was actually really cool.
The villains
he just wanted the Omnitrix, which was super sick. Which was, I think the villain was like his friend, right?
I don't remember, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Ben 10.
Well, this is how I remember it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure one of the villains in the show was his friend.
Yeah,
and he wanted to take the Omnitrix
too, or something.
Yeah, some shit like that. But I didn't watch a ton of Ben 10 because it was like that superhero thing, you know,
but
always doing right.
But he was like it was alien shit, and there's like all the different ones. Like he had different.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit
yeah,
every
but
time.
so is Static Shock, and so is Blue Beetle. This alien shit that make kids better. I don't know. I never really liked it. I think it's cool. It's a cool concept. I mean, nowadays,
I had an
if you catch
Omnitrix
me,
growing up.
I
It was
right
sick.
now as a full grown 30-year-old man going on 31 this year, I'd watch Ben 10.
So
I'd
A.
fully watch Ben 10.
A.
A for sure. Yeah, A's fine.
Okay. Bakugan, the cartoon. I'd say
Bakugan,
D or C.
I think it's
I didn't really-
D. Honestly, I think it's D because Beyblades was better.
Beyblades was way better. I would even put, like I said, I barely ever watched this, so I would even venture
Which you
into
don't even
never
have,
seen.
You don't even have Beyblades on here.
No. I should have put Beyblades on here. You're right. But yeah, Beyblades was way cooler. It was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought Beyblades was much cooler. Even Yu-Gi-Oh, even the newer Yu-Gi-Ohs that came out with Bakugan.
Yeah, so I would say D.
Yeah, D for sure.
Uh,
But the newer Yu-Gi-Ohs that came out alongside Bakugan.
oh,
I mean,
5Ds and everything else like that.
yeah, all that stuff. I think was still cooler than all of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And
Well, 'cause, I mean, in
ultimately, that's
5Ds,
what they
they're
were
playing
shooting
Yu-Gi-Oh
for.
on fucking motorcycles and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
Now,
sick.
Now, I've openly said on the show I am an OG Yu-Gi-Oh person, and we do have Yu-Gi-Oh on here. I prefer that, but 5Ds is still a lot cooler than Bakugan.
XD. I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! XD was really cool. It was like right after the main Yu-Gi-Oh! arc.
Oh,
maybe
DX,
that was
Yu-Gi-Oh!
5Ds.
DX, or, yeah, whatever. I don't fucking
DX, XD, something like that. I don't know.
know. Steven Universe.
Okay. So here's the thing. For me personally, S, A. I love Steven Universe.
I would say A
Um,
for sure.
I love Steven Universe because it is a very deep show. Like once you really get into it, it takes a minute to pick up. But I mean, once you really get into the show, it's a deep show. There's a lot of emotions in that show too. But also the songs are fucking good and funny. And a lot of the bits in the show are also very funny. I think it's right up there with Adventure Time for me. Steven Universe, I think, is very fun.
For me, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. All the different like types of, you know, the gyms and shit and what they did. You know, you had all the different characters. You know what I mean? It pushed.
Yeah, and then like the merging of gems created other gems and stuff.
Yeah, created
like
other
that.
people. Yeah, it was cool. Like on the surface, it was very cool. It did. It definitely had its own like political agenda for sure. But like
there are political undertones in it. Yeah,
it was A. I think it was A because it was like a kid's anime
taking A.
almost. You know what I mean? Because like
I'll
it
take
has its
an
own
A.
cool
That's
shit.
super fun.
But
I
put
really,
A.
but I really do enjoy Steven Universe. I find it a very fun show.
I didn't really
If you
see
haven't
much
seen
wrong
it-
with it. You know what I mean? That's like kind of what I'm doing.
For you guys out there who haven't, if you haven't seen Steven Universe, give it a shot, man.
Yeah,
I think it's really
it's
fun.
worth it. It's not something like I like that. For me personally, I enjoyed it. I liked what it did. I would say what bothered me around this era of cartoons is whenever it started to really get into every cartoon looks like this kind of place.
yeah, and
Like-
you can really tell when all the animation for these cartoons just became the
Fuck,
same
yeah,
animation.
dude, they're all.
You can really tell.
Take a look at.
It's
go
this-
go back
It's
and
this like Uncle Grandpa, this, and
I will even
what are some
argue-
other ones that
I'll
came
even
out?
argue
Yeah,
Gumball even kind of looks like it,
Gumball
too.
when they don't use that realistic animation thing, it's the same animations. Chowder is kind of the same
No,
animations.
well, no, Chowder.
In the later seasons of Chowder, they do get pretty close. Regular show uses the same animations as that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not a bad show. It has its own little niche and its own little thing.
Yeah.
For me personally, I mean, I'll say A because it was good, or I would maybe even put it in B. Cow and Chicken.
I've never had a show physically make me uncomfortable
I
like Cow and Chicken has.
I enjoy Cow and Chicken. It's pretty funny.
Cow and Chicken, I again never made me feel so uncomfortable, but has also made me cringe as much as Cow and Chicken has.
Yeah, I get it. I could see that.
B.
I'll
B.
take B. It's not for everybody, for sure. Cow and Chicken is definitely
It's
not
right
for
up there.
everybody.
It's right up there with Ren and Stimpy, dude. It's just an uncomfortable, cringy time. But I mean, but if you're into it and you think that's good and a good time, then awesome. The thing about B tier is like you're either into it or you're not. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like Cow and Chicken, you're either into it or you're not. I'm definitely not one of those people.
Yeah.
Because it just makes me feel uncomfortable. And
Yeah,
I don't really
it's
like
one
it.
of those cartoons like of that time era because it was like a '90s, early 2000 cartoon.
Yeah.
you know, around there with like
Yeah.
Ren and, like kind of around with like Ren and Stimpy, and
It's but it's a lot of dated
yeah.
jokes too.
but it was a good time. It was a good time. What's also a good time is that we're gonna little tease you a little bit, and we're gonna wait, even though we only got like 8 left. I'm gonna tease you. You got to come back for the last 8.
You're gonna come back
Because
come
there's
back for
definitely
the third
one. There's like 2 of these that I know that I can spend a lot of time talking about. So we're gonna fill in the time. It might be a little bit of a shorter, but part 3 is coming. You know what I mean? So come back, hang out in part 3 to get the last 8. We gotta keep you coming if you want to see the final result.
Daddy's got a pee too.